What's up, guys? Welcome back. Now, if you haven't heard of a chopped cheese sandwich, you probably haven't been on the internet for very long. This viral sensation originated in Harlem, New York, and I'm gonna turn it into sliders. Meet me in the kitchen, let's make it happen. Now, for the uninitiated, a chopped cheese sandwich is essentially just a cheeseburger patty chopped up, mixed with a little American cheese, and put on a hoagie roll, typically served with lettuce, tomato, and salt, pepper, ketchup, as my folks in New York would like to say. So today we're actually gonna make this into sliders. I have Hawaiian rolls. We're gonna make a delicious hot honey garlic butter to go on top of the sliders. And we're gonna make a delicious burger dipping sauce for these as well. You're gonna absolutely love it. If you never had it before, basically cheeseburger sliders, but we're doing it in the way of chopped cheese. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and get our onion prep. I'm gonna do some grilled or sauteed onions, caramelized onions for this, because that's what I like. Obviously, at home, you can adjust based on your personal preferences. This is great if you're trying to feed a crowd. It's gonna be delicious. You use whatever cheese you like too. American cheese is common, and that's what we're using today. But you use things like pepper jack if you wanna add some spice. Cheddar, obviously, is not a bad choice for burgers. Whatever you wanna do, whatever cheese you got on hand will get the job done. You can also leave out the tomato and lettuce if you want to. We're gonna make that, kind of like I said, cheeseburger sliders today. So, nice little dice on the onion, leave the root intact. You guys have seen me do this a million times, but this is how we're gonna dice our onion today. So now we're gonna go ahead and prep our onions, our lettuce, our tomatoes, traditional burger toppings basically. I like to prep my tomatoes this way, that way they're not as soggy or wet. So you can go ahead and remove the core, dice them up like I'm doing right here. And we're going to shred the lettuce real small too, that way everything kind of spreads out evenly on our slider buns. Now, there's a couple ways we're gonna elevate this dish. I'm gonna go ahead and make a delicious hot honey garlic butter. We're gonna slather that on top of our buns at the end of the cooking process in the oven. It's gonna brown nicely. It's gonna add a little bit of spice, a little sweetness, really delicious. We're also gonna make a dipping sauce, traditional burger dipping sauce using mayo, relish, ketchup, things of that nature. A couple ways that we're gonna elevate a simple chopped cheese into a party favorite for your next get together. All right, people, time for the hot honey garlic butter. Here we have 1 stick of melted butter. To that, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of hot honey. You can use regular honey if you want to, if you don't want any spice. Mike's hot honey is not really that spicy. It just adds a little nice pop on the end or the finish. We're at the end of our bottle here, but we're gonna get 2 tablespoons out of the deal. Once we get 2 tablespoons in here, we're also gonna add my brand new buttery garlic pepper seasoning, some minced garlic, and a little parsley. Real simple recipe. If you don't have this seasoning, no big deal. You can find another, buttery seasoning from your local grocery store.
And today's episode is sponsored by ZBiotics. Now, if you know me or you've been following me for a while, you know I enjoy a drink or two. But as I've gotten older, the day after recovery has been a little bit rough. And that is why I got to put you guys onto something that's absolutely changed the game for me. It's called ZBiotics. ZBiotics is a pre-alcohol probiotic drink, the world's first genetically engineered probiotic, and it was invented by a PhD scientist to help with those rough mornings after drinking. Here's what happens. When you drink, your body creates a toxic byproduct in your gut, and that's what is really behind the next day sluggishness. ZBiotics is built to break that byproduct down, helping you feel your best the next day. Just make ZBiotics your first drink of the night, enjoy your evening, and wake up ready to crush it tomorrow, whether that's in the kitchen, the gym, or just in life in general. Click the link in the description and get 15% off your first order. They even offer a 100% money-back guarantee, no questions asked. I'm a big fan of ZBiotics, and I think you guys will like it too, so go ahead and click that link and get 15% off today.
Or just find this at mrmakeithappen.shop. While I'm plugging things, you can also find this recipe and all of my other recipes at mrmakeithappen.com. We're gonna add about a teaspoon or so of this buttery garlic pepper seasoning. Very well balanced. Add a little bite from the pepper. That's gonna play well with the hot honey. And then it has great butter flavor in there. So give this a mix. Going in with a pinch of parsley for a pop of color. It's gonna look really nice when we coat it on top of our Hawaiian rolls. But there you have it. Hot honey garlic butter. This would be great over popcorn. This would be great on a sandwich. This would be great over steak. I'd serve it over chicken. You can do whatever you want with this, really. You can freeze it, turn it into compound butter, roll it up in some saran wrap. Multiple applications, but today it's going on a sandwich. Now, my friends, it's time to get to cooking. We have our skillet over medium-high heat. We have 2 pounds of 80/20 ground beef. I'm gonna flatten it out with my hand, making sure that it's making maximum surface area contact with the skillet. That's gonna do 3 things. It's gonna develop crust, texture, and flavor. Now, traditionally in New York, this is made with a frozen burger patty. In the comments, if you wanna pretend like a frozen burger patty is more delicious than fresh ground beef, then be my guest. But just know that we're all gonna look at you with the side eye. We're gonna make this with fresh ground beef the way you should if you're making it at home. It's delicious if you're drunk, you know, walking by a bodega in New York and you just grab a quick chopped cheese from God knows what quality ground beef that is in that frozen burger patty. This is the way to do it, in my opinion. 2 pounds, 80/20 ground beef, nice fat content, nice flavor, good hard sear, texture, color, flavor from the sear. Mix it up, chop it up, add in the onions, caramelize those onions, and then we're gonna season it up. All right, guys, now it's time to go ahead and season this up. We're going in with my all-purpose seasoning. We already added the onions, 1 packet of Sazon. That's pretty traditional, the New York-style chopped cheese. Let me know in the comments if you ever had a New York-style chopped cheese. If you have, who makes the best one? Maybe I'll go to New York and try it out, and we can do a review. And just to stir up a little controversy, let me know in the comments if you think a chopped cheese is better than a Philly cheesesteak. Let's get a little New York and Philly beef going in the comments. No pun intended, as we cook our ground beef here. 80/20 ground beef, getting cooked to perfection. We're gonna add our slices of cheese. We're gonna use American cheese today because that's the way to do it. Typically, I would do 2 slices of cheese per pound of ground beef. But today we're doing 5 because why the hell not? We're here for a good time, not a long time. That's the look you wanna see right there. That's good. Next up, my friends, very simple burger dipping sauce. We're going in with about a 1/2 cup of mayo. You guys know I love Duke's mayonnaise, but use whatever your favorite mayonnaise is. No, they do not pay me to say that, but if they want to, you can find my information down below. 1/2 cup of mayo going in with 2 to 3 tablespoons of ketchup. Just gonna eyeball it. 1 to 2 tablespoons of sweet relish. If you're more of a dill fan, then, you know, do your thing. That doesn't look like that's gonna come out properly. Grab Old Faithful plastic spoon. Go for 2 tablespoons. 1 tablespoon of garlic and a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. A little all-purpose seasoning as needed, or just some salt and pepper, and you're good to go. All right, guys, we got the oven preheated at 350 degrees. We got a little sauce down at the bottom just to lubricate the situation a little bit. We're gonna add our ground beef and cheese and onions to the bottom layer, then get this into the oven. You don't wanna add your tomatoes and lettuce until the very end because you don't want that to wilt down on you too bad. We're also gonna add the butter during the last 3 or 4 minutes of the cooking time. That way the tops don't get too brown from the butter and the honey. The honey will caramelize and kind of burn. I'm gonna pile the beef nice and high. Don't want to shortchange your guests. Voila. Into the oven at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. We'll check it and then hit it with the garlic butter. Snack time. Don't leave a brother out. A little snackage.
And Chiquito.
Praise the Lord. All right, so we're fresh out of the oven, browned up nicely. We're gonna go ahead and add our lettuce and tomato. Get that on there. You can hit it with more sauce if you want to, but I like to dip mine. You can serve it as like a little dipping sauce on the side. Totally up to you. Now we're going down with our tomato. All right, guys, the only downside to this recipe is if you make it for a party, your guests aren't going to want to go home. We got it all plated up. We got the sauce on the side. This is the part where I say brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. The only thing left to do is dig in for the taste test. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right, guys, enough running my big mouth. It's time to get in here for the taste test. Hold on. It's like not letting the good stuff go to waste. I'm gonna give it a good dip. A little excessive on the dip, but that's for y'all. Cheers. Oh my God. Mm.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's like a fever dream.
that's better.
God